Welcome to Switched On Schoolhouse, a CD-ROM-based homeschool curriculum from Alpha Omega Publications. In Switched On Schoolhouse 4th grade History and Geography, your students will study units that cover world geography, with topics like our Earth, desert lands, tropical rainforests, mountain countries, North America, and much more. Now let's take a look at a 4th grade history and geography lesson to see how concepts like these are covered. In a unit entitled Our Earth, let's look at a lesson called Maps. Most Switched On Schoolhouse lessons begin with a brief introduction and a list of objectives for the lesson. These objectives help students stay focused on important lesson content and provide parents with an effective way to measure mastery of lesson content. At the beginning of most lessons, your students will also encounter a list of vocabulary words that will be used throughout the lesson. We've included several activities to encourage mastery of these important words. For example, students can hear the correct pronunciation of each word.
Sphere, isthmus, equator.
In addition, the vocabulary arcade games encourage mastery of the vocabulary words by providing practice in the correct spelling of each word and in matching each word with its definition. Flashcards allow students to easily review the words and their definitions. After this introductory material, your students then move independently through the lesson, reading the text-based instruction and utilizing the multimedia features that have been provided. Many lessons include small instructional videos, sometimes called tiny tutors. The teachers featured in these small video clips provide special instructions, additional information, and important tips for students.
The Greeks and other civilized peoples knew that the earth was a sphere hundreds of years before Christ. In fact, Eratosthenes, the great Greek mathematician, figured out the distance around the earth 200 years before Jesus was born. He was able to do this because he believed the earth was round. But this truth was lost in Europe after the fall of the Roman Empire, about 500 years after Christ. Because of ignorance and superstition, many people who lived in Europe believed that the earth was shaped flat like a plate, and that ships would reach the edge of the world and suddenly disappear forever, or that terrifying sea monsters would attack and swallow ships and their crews whole. Modern geography really began when brave European explorers like the Vikings, the Portuguese, and Columbus overcame these silly notions and proved to the world of mankind again, hey, the earth is a globe.
Some lessons contain multiple sections. After reading the first section of the lesson, the student can continue on to the next section, reading the text and utilizing the included multimedia. A variety of audio-visual presentations, including videos, slideshows, and animations, provide reinforcement of lesson content.
This globe is a round map of the Earth. This spot shows where I am, and here's the sun. Every 24 hours, the Earth spins once on its axis. That's called making a rotation. It spins toward the east. That's why the sun appears to rise in the east every morning. Here I am at Alpha Omega headquarters. It's morning time, where the sun is shining brightly. Throughout the day, the Earth continues to spin on its axis, but the sun doesn't move, so I'm spinning farther and farther away from the sun. And now it's night here at Alpha Omega, and I haven't moved from my spot. But now I'm on the side of the Earth opposite the sun. It's dark on this side of the Earth, but on the other side where the sun is shining, it's daytime. And as the earth continues to spin, my spot moves back into the sun's light, making it look like the sun is rising in the east. And now it's another day. It's 8 in the morning, and the sun is shining brightly once again. 8 o'clock? Uh-oh, I've got to get to work. Bye.
At the end of the lesson, the student is presented with a series of questions that provide a review of lesson content. Questions are presented in a variety of formats, including matching, fill in the blank, essay questions, and many more. 85 to 90% of student work is graded instantly by the program. If a parent has set the program to allow for multiple attempts, students will be looped back through the lesson to answer questions that were marked wrong on the first attempt. The lesson is complete when all questions have been answered correctly or when the student has exhausted his allowed attempts on each question. The student can then return to the home page to continue through the rest of his daily assignments.